Hello, so can you guys hear me? Yes or no? I'm just waiting for more people to get here, so can you guys hear me? Yes, you can hear me. My voice. Okay, so I'll get the ROM hack. So to see the comments, I don't know how to overlay the comments on the screen, so I'll get it up on my phone. Just give me 1 second. So I'll go on YouTube on my phone. So yeah, I'm quite pumped for this playthrough of Nameless Fire Red. So let's go on. Oh wow, a lot of watchers. Okay, so give me 1 second. Just getting this loaded. Also, another problem is that my internet connection can be really inconsistent. So if this stream cuts out for any reason, then it will come back on very soon. Like, don't worry about that. It's just my internet is not very good. And go and load up the comments. Ah, my phone's not loading. So yeah, VBA for Nameless Fire Red, I have to play it on VBA. It does not work on no GB for me. There's a glitch which some people have mentioned, where if you go on, like when Professor Oak comes up, it kind of fades to black. Oh, my phone's not loading up the comments, which is kind of annoying. In the meanwhile, while I'm waiting for everyone, it's not receiving enough to maintain a smooth connection. Oh, screw it. So in the meanwhile, while I'm waiting, I can see the comments now. While I'm waiting for more people to come here, I'll have a quick duel on Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling Nexus. Just while I'm waiting for more people to come here. So I'll have one quick duel. So my starter, I'll let you guys choose. Usually I will choose Chespin, but I will let you guys choose instead. So I'll just showcase a funny deck. Play against a basic bot. Okay, screw it. Yeah, okay. More people have come. So you guys can all hear me. Volume up. This is all working fine. Yeah, I haven't streamed since my last Emerald Kaizo stream, so that was really awkward. And let me just... Also, like, you might have to bear with me, my computer screen is a little bit messed up. So sometimes I have to stop to, like, adjust it. So let me dust off the screen. Oh, yeah, I will be getting a new computer soon. So that means that I can play like in Gen 5 games and such, because this computer is not strong enough. So the volume's up. Okay, so basically today I will be doing an expert mode extreme Nuzlocke, and I found out a lot of good ways to beat the first two gyms, and these strategies are pretty consistent, especially for Misty. So hopefully I will be showing you guys, when I pick a starter, I'll let you guys choose. Even Fennekin is hard for the first gym, but after that it arguably becomes good. So yeah. So and also let me know what the volume is like, if it's too loud or not. So I'll take off the speed up. So yeah, I prefer no GB, but okay, we'll pick my starter when I actually get to that point. So connection's good. Well, I feel quite nervous actually about starting this, but reset. Now this is no VBA, so let the expert Nuzlocke begin in 3, 2, 1, go. Also, the volume, So Chespin, I already know what I'm going to call it. So, okay, so, yeah, it's also kind of awkward because what I'm seeing, the playback of the stream that I'm seeing on my phone is lagging behind. So I'm a little bit ahead of you guys. So, the stream will begin in 3, 2, 1, go. I like to start the game off with normal speed up, and after when I start grinding, then I go speed up. And even for the later gyms, I have figured out a lot of exploits, let's just say, that you can really cheese them and are really consistent to do. So I would like to stream every gym in a lot of this, so this guide should be able to help you. And also there's a lot of hidden grottos which I never realized before, and these will be very helpful. I always start off with the same name. I was really debating cancelling the stream today to play Insurgents, and I do want to make a video essay on that game and to make it more plot related. But I just want to do the stream. Insurgents, also another issue with that is that I don't know if my laptop is going to be powerful enough to play it smoothly. So that's another issue. So, the game begins. Insurgents looks good. I don't know if I should Nuzlocke it though. I am blind, and I don't want to be spoiled. It is indeed. So, battle. So, EXP share. I like that. Just turn it on. That's one issue with streaming, is that like showing too much grinding is going to be a bit of a pain for you guys. So difficulties on expert. Level limit. For now I will turn off the level limit. Sometimes I can be a bit OCD when starting Nuzlocks, so gift clause, that will be turned on. Species clause, I mean, you could turn that off if you want, but actually turning it on is very important. And shiny clause, I've never encountered a shiny yet in my several attempts, but single encounter, this will be turned off for now. Only turn it on once you actually get the Pokeballs. Yes, I am Italian, though I don't sound it. So single encounters is very... Turn on. No, I do not want to turn it on. In permanent death. I will say that this game, there are issues with this game that does make it less fun towards the end, because grinding does become problematic due to the level scaling nature. And if you see me in the late game, that will be an issue, because all Versus Seekers rematch scale with your highest level. So it makes, and also it looks like they're EV trained. So that can make grinding in the late game problematic. But I will say about Brock, if you're creative, there's a lot more strategies to beat him than I originally thought. Like in the video essay, you saw me use my Chena, like 4 howls, and I use a Vigorov spam strategy. There's a lot of things you can do. There's still almost always going to be some kind of RNG though. Also, let me know if like the volume is too high or something. Also, another thing, like, I don't really censor myself, or I don't really like I always like to be real with you guys, so don't be afraid to ask me like any question, even if it's really weird, personal, or like even like political. Like I'll pretty much answer almost any question. I mean, I won't be able to see all of them, but I don't really like how a lot of YouTubers, like, they're too afraid to talk about certain topics, or they have to be as completely uncontroversial as possible, like almost like they're kind of acting like some kind of business. I don't like doing that. Like, I'm not going to act like I'm better than all you guys just because I've got a YouTube channel. I'm really not that different. Like, I have a job apart from this. Okay, so, and with that aside, this is where you guys will choose my starter. Also, I could go on Cerebi to look up Froakie. But, yeah, you guys, so I'll give you guys 10 seconds, and when I say now, you guys have to tell me which starter to choose. So, you'll have 10 seconds, so pick my starter now, starting from now. Froakie, Froakie, Froakie. Chess. It seems like Froakie has won. Arguably, I would say Chespin is better, and I always choose Chespin, but Froakie can be useful, but in terms of stats, Chespin is usually objectively better for the first gym because of how its stats are done. Chespin, I always call it Cespin, because Cess. Lel. Memes. So, last chance to influence my choice. Fennekin's actually not as awful, though if you do choose Fennekin, you get Braixen. The other Pokemon you catch does make it more RNG, but yeah. I've never picked Froakie before. And let me see here. Froakie. I know it gets Water Pulse, so it can deal a lot of damage against Brock. By the way, you should know, it does not get Protean. You cannot get hidden abilities in a normal way in this game, so if you want to change your opinion because of that, then do so. So still Froakie. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I don't know what to call Froakie though. I mean, totally makes sense, like... This is going to be kind of weird because I'm not used to picking this. I always pick Chespin. In the natures, I guess the nature isn't as vital because it's a mix attacker. Every stat on this Pokemon is somewhat useful. Take the Orange Berry because I mean, now what do I get? Neutral nature. So let me have a quick look at his base stats. So its special attack, from the looks of it, is good. Pound. The thing is, I don't know if I can beat... The problem is, I don't know if I can beat my rival's Pokemon. Actually, do I need to use the... Oh man, do I need to use the... Should I use the Orange Berry or not? Because I need the Orange Berry for later on, but I might not win this battle. I might lose this battle, but screw it. The thing is, Chespin does have a huge advantage against Froakie just because of its physical stats. I am faster though, so that does give me an edge. Yep, I think I'm going to lose the first battle. I need a critical hit or I basically lose. So, yeah, the Nuzlocke is pretty much over. Does this mean that I think this means that I permanently lose the Nuzlocke. Yep, the Nuzlocke's pretty much over. So yeah, I'm picking Chespin. Yep, sorry guys, but I feel more comfortable picking Chespin, Cespin. And I will show you guys why for my strategy. It's just that I never pick Froakie. So actually I'm just going to check my task manager. Come on. Also, the thing that you need to know is that Froakie does not get protein the normal way. And also Cessnot is really strong. Okay. So I'll start that again. With Chespin, it's almost impossible to lose the first battle. So, this time. Let the next Nuzlocke begin now. So this time I'll rush through everything. Do you want me to put the volume down? Technically I'm 100% Italian. But I was born and raised in Scotland. 44 Hz. I think it is on 44 Hz. The audio quality is max, but when you're playing on normal speed, it's just a little bit awkward. Yeah, sorry if you wanted me to pick Froakie, but I do think Chespin is better. It's not good for the late gym leaders. But Chespin is very good against Brock because of Leech Seed and their awesome strategies. Also, it kind of specializes as a physical defense wall, which is really good. Frogadier isn't as good against Brock because it's a mixed attacker and it's also very fast, but the extra speed doesn't actually matter. It's not necessary and you don't need 2 attacking stats, you only need 1. Expert. No, I don't want to turn that off. Nuzlocke. Wait, okay. I'm just getting a bit distracted. Just give me a second. So turn off gift clause. No, I do not want to turn it off. I'll start talking more once I get all these done. Species clause. Shiny clause. Yes, I want to turn that on. No, I do not want to. Do not turn that on. Also, I need to mention that for certain static encounters like Grottos, Snorlax especially, make sure that single encounter clause is off, because it's kind of glitched. It will count it. It won't let you catch the Pokemon even if it is your first encounter. So be very careful of that. Actually, I keep like double and triple checking if all the turn off. But I don't want to turn that off. No. Turn off. No. Species clause. I mean, you could argue turning it off, but you want species clause on. Trust me. Just like turn off. Okay, so let's just. And also, the thing about Chespin is that regardless of what nature your Chespin has, it's almost always usable. I have played the game with a modest natured Chespin, and it's okay. Though in my best playthroughs I have gotten like adamant nature and impish nature, but I've started this game so many times that I can just look at a Chespin and just tell what IVs it's got. But regardless, like, it's an attacker and it's a defender and it's a Stallmon, so either way it's useful. The name Ding Dong. Yeah, like, I know some of you guys have been asking me questions, but I'm not very good at, like, because they're not coming up on the stream, I'm not very good at multitasking. So, think. And I do also argue that, like, I don't know, Gen 6 is probably my least favourite starter choices. Yes, I want Chespin. And you know what I'm gonna call it. Ah, cest. Memes. Lel. It's a female. Holy shit. Carlo Cousins donated $10. Well, thank you, bro. £10. Like, man, that means a lot, man. Thank you very much. Doing read. Yes, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I am waiting for those to be finished for me to play them. I'm not going to play them now. Also, my laptop can't even play them, so 21. So you don't need Oranberry. But yeah, thank you very much for the donation. But yes, I will play the Heart Sacred Gold when it's finished. Let's see. Okay. Yikes. These are not good IVs. But I will stick with it. Yeah, its defense is not good, its special defense is lower, its attack is decent, but it's okay. And yeah, the first battle, you will never lose. You don't even need the Oranberry at all. But the thing is, even with not so good IVs, well, we don't know exactly what the HP is, because it's kind of average, but Cessnock's defense is high enough to where it's still good. Cessnock just has really high natural defense and is a physical defender. It really is more of a stall thing than an attacker. You want to use Spiky Shield with Leech Seed and Leftovers, and there are ways, by the way, to get Leftovers in this game. I got several. So Leftovers are very important. Thief is good. Oh yeah, that's doing a little bit more damage than usual. It's because this is a weaker Cespin, but even then, like... So its attack is... It's got good attacking IVs from the looks of it. A neutral nature, Like, it's okay, it's still usable, it's fine. But, like, I miss the adamant nature and the impish nature in the good IDs. I don't watch One Piece. My opinion on the Tories, like, I don't even know, man. Like, I've kind of, like, stopped paying attention to politics overall. Because there's so much, like, everyone's biased and everyone's trying to tell you, like, a biased agenda. It's like, who even knows, like, who to trust anymore? Basically, I stopped liking both sides, and I just, like... On the political spectrum, I'm not left or right. I'm basically just, like... It's like I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time in the political spectrum. Like, I don't really care about being, like, in one side or the other. What do I think of America? Well... It's kind of a weird question. It's a country. Like, I don't even know if I'd say I'm a centrist. Like, I'm left on some issues and... Well, technically left on some issues and right on others, but... The thing is, like, what do people even consider right-wing? Because... The phrase right-wing has multiple different definitions that people keep changing. So I don't even know, like, what you'd consider it. So I just don't consider myself, like, on the spectrum at all, actually. I don't watch Avatar. Yeah, so make sure it's single. Yeah, so this chest bin is usable. It's just not the best. At least it's not, like, modest nature, but I do like defense. I think defense is more important than attack, especially in Nuzlockes. Clone Wars. I'm a libertarian in it. I guess I probably am. It's also a honey tree, but I can't really use that. Fletchling, I will get a Fletchling. You're almost guaranteed to encounter it, because one thing in this game is that though there's over 700 Pokemon, like, there's over 700 Pokemon, but they're very spaced out, so a lot of the encounters you will just see the same Pokemon over and over again. Why I'm not answering all questions? Because I can't keep up. Am I verified? I don't even know, bro. Like, yeah, probably I'm a libertarian. The thing about I mean, you could argue be a libertarian and be like left wing or right wing at the same time. But yeah, I am what I am. Yeah. So, yes, I will speed up the battles very shortly. What I'm wanting to teach primary school. I'm actually resuming work next week. So when the Nuzlocke begins, I'll start speeding stuff up. Orange berries user. Nuzlocke Clover, no. Oh, Clover, that's another thing I want to talk about. I played Clover while I was abroad for 2 weeks and... Oh, I love that game. Clover is just very low. Well, like the volume. But yeah, Clover I think is a fantastic game. It really is. I did not Nuzlocke it and I didn't need to. I do want to make a video essay about the game. I think the game is a lot deeper. I think Pokemon Clover is a lot deeper than you think it is. Behind all the memes and the shitposting, the game has a lot of heart, and there's a lot of hidden meaning. Like, I do not want to spoil anything, but the end of the main game was absolutely phenomenal. Like, what they did at the end was... It made you feel something. Like, it really did. And the end of Pokemon Clover's post-game was also just amazing. I adored what they did, and the game got, like, it became serious and it became deep. So now the Nuzlocke can begin, because I've now got the Pokeballs. I'm not spoiling anything in Clover. I'm just saying, like, parts of the game get absolutely fantastic, and it gets quite deep. Like, I won't spoil anything apart from in the video, because ideally, experience the game for yourself. I think Pokemon Clover, it's a lot deeper than people might think. It kind of goes in depth about 4chan in general, in meme culture, in the first Pokemon is Starly. Do I have a girlfriend? No. Reborn, I have played that. Yeah, so Tackle will not... Do not take any risks. Pokemon Insurgents, I will be playing that in a few days' time, if my laptop can handle it. I actually don't know if I'm going to... Yeah, like, I don't know if I'm going to do Insurgents on Horde mode, on a Nuzlocke, because I am blind. I could always just do a Nuzlocke, then if I fail the Nuzlocke, I just play the game normally, because I want to make a video essay about the plot. Pokemon Reborn, I played it something like when I was in S5, so that was like years ago. Brave Nature, that is good. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. Now, one thing that's very important is that you want a Nidoran. And there's one route where you can catch it. So, in this route here, the only 3 Pokemon you can find are Bunnelby, Starly, and Poochyena. Bunnelby is the least useful. And then in the top route, you can get those 3 in a Scatterbug. And then in Route 22, you get the original 3 plus a Nidoran. You want to maximize your chances of getting a Nidoran, so you clear out the other 2 routes first. So you can maximize your chance of getting Nidoran, because Nidoran is very good. You can still beat Brock without it, but you want Nidoran. I'm in Edinburgh. Poochyena can be good. The thing is, I have never gotten a Poochyena that evolved and got Intimidate. I don't know why. The game trolls you. No Pokemon that get Intimidate actually get it in this game. I'm just going to fast forward here, yeah. Because screw this guy. Go away. Also, another like weird announcement is that like I've actually been asked to join a YouTube a YTP collab for Dragon Ball, and I have finished my entry last night. It was about the Broly film. If you used to be a fan of my channel in the old days, you know what I'm talking about. I've made proper YTPs about Broly, and it is something. I will upload it in my channel soon. But yeah, YTPs. If you like Shrekening from Emblem, and you will love this. So another Pokemon, like, dude, hopefully it's not Scatterbug. Fuck! It's okay. It's okay. That was a crit. Vivillon can be useful. If nothing else, it can use Struggle Bug against Brock and deal some damage. This does get Quiver Dance late game, so that can be useful. I will say that the gym leaders can get very exploitable with their AI. You know what? I'll just call him I'll just call someone and shut him up. There. Hasty nature, that's not even good. So here, a slack off would be nice. Yes! Though the issue with slacking is that you want Vigoroth, and if I get Vigoroth, you're going to have to watch me grind for an hour. Yikes. Yeah. Thank God critical hits got nerfed in this game, otherwise Nuzlocking would be a huge, like, it would be Pepika, like, it would be really scary. So Vigoroth is very, very, very useful against Brock because of Yawn and Slack Off. Oh, plus 3 attack, yeah. This thing is incredibly powerful because if you use Leech Seed, Slack Off, and you know what I'm going to call it. But yeah, the combination of Yawn and Slack Off with the Leech Seed makes, when it gets Faint Attack, Vigoroth can just stall as much as it needs to. But yeah, because critical hits got nerfed, you don't have to worry about that. There's still RNG, but it's not as ridiculous as before. And thank you very much for donating $9. Like, you didn't have to, but you did, so I very appreciate that. And it says, lacks nature. So its physical defense is very high at least. Slaking was never a physical defender to begin with. Well, special defender, it's a very good physical defender, but grinding this will be a pain because it's in a slow category and evolves to level 18, but you want Vigoroth. With Vigoroth you have a chance, and there's also hidden Grottos which I've not mentioned. There are secrets which I did not mention in my videos. So here, because I've caught Starly, I have a higher chance of getting a Nidoran, though it's not guaranteed. If I don't want a Bunnelby. Hopefully I do not get a Bunnelby and then buy more Pokeballs just in case. Bunnelby, I mean, pick up in Cheek Pouch can be sometimes useful. Lumberry actually does come in handy. Potion. Let's get 2 antidotes. Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon. It's hard to say. Dragon Ball Z, it's not as great as I originally thought. So hopefully Nidoran or Poochyena. Please no Bunnelby. Okay. I would have preferred Nidoran, but I mean at level 18 I'll get my Poochyena anyway, and my Poochyena is good. So this is also good. And I do not want to risk it. Also, another thing is that most of the Pokemon here give attacking IVs, and they are good. Most of you probably won't understand this reference. Well, not enough letters. Quirky nature. Quick feats, so I don't think this will get Intimidate when it evolves, but it looks like its attacking IVs are good. So there are 2 more Pokemon I can get. I think 3. There's one hidden Grotto, which I will tell you when I get there because it's a little bit of a secret. In hidden Grottos I will count as a separate area. Obviously there's a physical special, it's Gen 6, so yeah, of course there is. That's why Poochyena's good. So I'm going to get, on first glance, get this team to level 18 because you need these 2 to evolve. Otherwise, against Brock, it's way too RNG dependent. But with these 2 at level 18, especially with the 2 other Pokemon which I will reveal later on, I have a very good chance of winning. Like, it's very likely, it's probably not even RNG at that point. So now just grind. The problem is Poochyena, only becomes good when it's level 13 and gets bite. Oh, actually, it's level 10 in this game, and slack off is very, very hard to grind. It's kind of a pain, especially in the slow group. When I'll get everyone to about level 10, then about level 10, I'll challenge a rival. Final Fantasy games, I went through a huge Final Fantasy phase, and I do still like it. I do think the franchise, like every other franchise, is falling downhill. I won't be surprised if Pokemon goes in that route and falls downhill with the way it's going. These give a lot of EVs, and here's one strategy you can use against Brock. You can use Defense Curl in rollout, because you will hit the Amora super effectively, but that is too RNG dependent, and I would not risk that. So yeah, everyone level up. Now, do I want to use Cespin? Because that's just going to hit level 18 really quickly. Also, another good thing is that these all give attack IVs, and all my Pokemon are physical attackers. Yeah, poison point. You don't like that. Harambe. Yeah, like, I rewatched Shrek recently, and Shrek 1, I think, is genuinely a really good film. Like, memes aside, and shitposting aside, the film is genuinely, like, very well made. The humor is very well done. It's really funny. Like, I've not laughed out loud like that when watching something in a long time. I mean, and I will be talking about this in my video essay about Clover. There's a difference between good humor and bad humor. Oh, the game lags. It's because the frame rate is high. Yeah, I'm using a higher frame rate just to make the game go faster. I guess it's something that you would call surreal humor, which makes it really funny. Is that Shrek, especially the first half of the film, when Shrek and Donkey meet, it's funny because it's so surreal, it's so crazy, you just can't help but laugh. Family Guy tries to use surreal humor but absolutely fails. And why Family Guy fails, because not only are they trying way too hard and it's just not funny, the jokes are actually obnoxious, but they flat out tell you, hey, laugh at our jokes, they're funny. And it's like, shut up, they're not. Shrek doesn't do that. It has confidence in its own humor, its own writing, and the dynamic between Shrek and Donkey was absolutely hilarious. It's so outlandish and so nonsensical, but the film was really confident in it. It was just hilarious. In the bit when Donkey said waffles, I burst out laughing. Like, it was so good. Pokemon Clover also had very funny moments. The part Prophet Terry I thought was really funny because his scenes were so nonsensical in Pokemon Clover. Like, there's a part in Pokemon Clover where, like, a feminist goes up to you and just randomly says out of nowhere, "You're such a horrible shitlord," and I burst out laughing because, like, it just came out of nowhere. And it's like, what even is this? Pokemon Clover was genuinely funny. Like, some people don't like it because they don't understand memes, but Pokemon Clover did it in a way that was funny. And some of the jokes were genuinely clever. They were multi-layered, especially with the Pokemon, like the battle with the Pokemon Badon, which I will not spoil, but if you know it, you know it. That was very clever. Like, it's very crude, but the humor was very multi-layered. It made several different references to different things. Yeah, I haven't been reading the comments because I was too busy talking about Clover. Also, something that I noticed is that, like, if you switch out, the Pokemon now get full XP rather than half. So, how old are you? I'm 23. Why did I choose my mascot? Literally, I chose it because I did not know what else to choose. Literally, randomly. Encore. That can be useful, but I won't be using it. Yeah, that's the issue with grinding on stream, which I was not too sure about. Like, grinding is going to take a while, and you're going to have to just sit and watch me, and it might not be fun. But, I'll be grinding probably like the whole run. No, I'll be streaming like the whole run. But maybe the grinding I might do it off screen. Oh, legendaries. I will consider legendaries in the Nuzlocke. Because of how this game is made. Maybe like use your Master Ball as a 1 legendary catch. Like, I think it's fair to use legendaries in a Nuzlocke. I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day, like. Yeah, I need to get Slack off is going to take the longest to get to level 18. So it's good to, you want Slack off to gain XP more than the others. That's another problem. I can't, because I'm streaming, I can't fast forward this game as much as usual. Because my PC is multitasking, it doesn't have enough CPU usage. But yeah, wing attack. Brave nature, this thing is strong. It will hit hard. Sacred Gore, Storm Silver, yes, I will do that. Use this. God, remember like in like Gen 3, like in Emerald, and you would use this, Puchena, and it was awful because physical special split, and you had to use tackle, and it was 35 base power, and it was just, using Puchena was so not fun. Also, it levels up slower in the early game. It is just not fun. PC specs, it's like a crappy processor. It's like 2.2 gigahertz. Playing Insurgents might be problematic. And this is a big thing that I want to talk about. Can you beat videos? My next Can You Beat video on Nameless, which is already uploaded, it's just not live yet. I'm thinking of making it my final Can You Beat video, or at least the last one for a while, because honestly, Can You Beat videos, I've just gotten burnt out of the genre. And I just don't think I want to do it anymore. I've really gotten bored of it. I feel the genre has gotten so uninspired. Like, before I used to hate on solo runs, but really, the whole genre is boring. And this includes my videos also. Like, yeah, I criticize other YouTubers for being boring in the PokeGym community, but I criticize myself also. I think my own Can You Beat videos are kind of boring, and they're not interesting, and it's become overdone and stale. It's time to move on in. It's just pointless. Like, it's me just narrating over something that you can see. Whereas the discussion videos, they feel like they have a purpose. It's more interesting for me to rewatch those videos. And it's something that can actually teach you something or be pragmatic and be more interesting. Especially for videos like in Clover and Insurgents, it will be more plot related. Oh, and Bite, that is good. You will need that against Survival Battle. Now, Growl can be useful. Get rid of Tackle. Growl is potentially useful against Brock. The issue is Cespin gains XP too quickly. And I feel like Can You Beat is being milked so much, especially Emerald Kaizo. Like, after I made my videos on that game has been milked. And it's so not interesting anymore. Like, destroy it. Yeah, grinding. Slack off gives HP EVs, so I guess that's good. HP is always good. Yeah, back to the PC is going to take a while. But that's the thing, like, now that everyone has jumped on Emerald Kaizo, like, it's not even that special anymore. Honestly, Emerald Kaizo was not a good game, and I do not want to play it again. Like, yeah, if you want to play a hard game, there are better hard games to play. This game does have EVs, if I recall correctly. Opponents definitely have EVs. So, grinding like... Okay, screw it, I'll put Starly, but Starly's gaining enough XP as it is. This is getting a little bit painful, I'm not gonna lie, especially because my PC can't fast forward as much as usual because I'm streaming. So expect me to grind for another 1 or 2 hours. But it will be worth it because with this team, I'm almost guaranteed to beat Brock. Also, there's 2 more Pokemon that I still need to catch. So I have to grind them up also. Yikes. When I made my video on Emerald Kaizo, there was literally nothing about it on YouTube. Literally nothing. Like, no one knew the game existed. Yeah, like, even if it's like, can I beat her, like, something like that, or how easily can you do it, it's like, the formula has just gotten boring, I feel. It's just someone does something and you watch it, and like, with a few exceptions, it's mostly just gotten boring, and like, people still watch them, but like, really, I just don't care. Like, look at like, MDB, like, look at his channel. His, like, I'm not trying to be a douchebag or anything, but his videos, they have fallen. He used to be getting over 1 million views, and now, not even his own subscribers are watching his own videos, because obviously, like, if you just keep doing the same can you beat challenges, people are going to get bored of it. Especially if it's like, can you beat the game with a flipping Beedrill? Like, obviously people are just not going to stop caring. And also just over time, like, when you're just like rocking a trend, trends die. People want to like people want is new things, and also can you beat is inherently not that interesting. It really is just you commentating like something that's obviously happening on screen. It's not like, for example, Lemon's videos where it's genuinely an interesting discussion that can teach you something new and can be quite enlightening. Dark Rising, no. It's just no. I actually did try to play Dark Rising Kaizo, but on no GBA it started glitching and stopped working for some reason. So, to beat my rival, everyone has to be at least level 9 to do that. So soon I'll... But yeah, it's just causing a big disparity where these Pokemon are going to hit the level cap really quickly and the other ones are going to lag behind. Even Nuzlocking, I feel like it's getting boring. Like, when I make my own Can You Beat videos, I am bored. That's why, like, I criticize all these other YouTubers for being boring. Like you name them, I probably criticize them. But guess what? I'm boring too. I find my own Can You Beat videos boring. I think the genre as a whole is getting boring. I want to do something more interesting. I want to do my own thing. Because also another thing is that I don't want my channel to get big and be known for jumping on a genre that was started by someone else. I don't want to like take someone else's trend and make it my own. I want to do my own thing. My own unique work. Oh wow. 3 HP in attack. This is a good Starly. Tier list, I could do it for a Nuzlocke. Like, some Pokemon are very good for Nuzlocking, like objectively. Snorlax is insane, for example. Volt White, yeah, so the other Giano ROM hacks, I need to get a new laptop to play those games, because this one, it can't run Best You May properly, which is unfortunate. The worst Pokemon main or fan game? The worst main ones, definitely Gen 1 and Gen 2. Like, yeah, definitely those two. Like, people do have nostalgia glasses, but I think those games were very flawed. Gen 1 is literally a broken game that's non-functional. And people like to get, like... People, like, jerk off the game a lot more than they should. Gen 2 also it fixed problems, but the game had a lot of issues also. Heart Gold and Soul Silver did fix a lot of those problems, and while that game did have like it still had some issues, like it was quite easy and the grinding was really obnoxiously long, and not the best DI, and really stupid level curves. Heart Gold and Soul Silver did so much right that it makes up for those issues. Gen 4 and Gen 5, I will say, are the peak of the franchise. After that, it went downhill. And you kind of know what my opinion is on Sword and Shield. Don't like those games. I mean, they probably are decent Pokemon games in their own right. They're probably decent games in their own right. Actually, even that's debatable, but... Also, status is obnoxious here. Gen 5's the worst level up system. I mean, yes and no. I think it can be nice. In theory, I do kind of like how it stops you, it makes it easier to grind up weaker Pokemon, and it stops you from over leveling. That's kind of fair, but I can understand how it can make grinding kind of annoying. It depends. So it's level 9. I think at level 10 it learns Bite, then it becomes way stronger, so I'll get this up to level 10. Oh yeah, Lieutenant Surge is way easier than the last two, like you will see. Lieutenant Surge is not an issue. Trust me. Oh, I will not be finished grinding for, let's just say, some time. I will be here for a while. Okay, so Hasty, that's not the best nature, but even though Vivillon isn't great, at least against Brock, worst case scenario, it can switch in and deal a good amount of damage with Struggle Bug, because Tyron isn't a good special defender. So you've got that. That's another issue, like, okay, I will say my video essay about Renegade Platinum, it got mixed reception, but I do admit myself, I did, like, my arguments weren't worded very well, and I have actually changed some of my opinions. Though one thing I do want to address is that people say that Pokemon games are made for kids. Well, I don't know if they are, and I don't know if that's like a proper argument. From what I've seen, Pokemon, they try to appeal to all demographics, which inevitably causes a conflict of interest when designing a game. From advertisements, they do try to like appeal to like more adult gamers, and especially because like a lot of the fans, like Black and White did kind of do this, it acknowledged that the fans have aged, so it aged the game with it, but kids can still enjoy it. That's why the difficulty mode was there, though difficulty being post-game was stupid, I will say that. And it tried to have more of a plot, which I really do appreciate. It's the only game, from the looks of it, that had a proper plot. But that's the thing, like, you can have a game appeal to teenagers and children alike. You shouldn't dumb down a game only for kids. Yeah, these things are good because they just give more XP and you want that. Oh man, Slack off is going to take ages. Christ. Slack off is going to be the big issue because also it will not be able to one-shot anything for quite a while. Where do you download your games? Okay, this is something I need to address. You download your games by going on Google, and you type up the game that you want to play, and you click on the first or second result that comes in Google, and that is where you find the game. So people keep asking me, where do you find those games? You can find it in like seconds by doing that. pro tip. I notice you, Oni. So yeah, I'm just gonna go battle my rifle now. Or someone asks me like, how do I do this very simple thing? I'm like, someone asks me like, what is shift mode? Like, what does PU mean? Google it and you will find out the answer in literally 3 seconds. Like, bro, like I'm not saying to be a douchebag, well I kind of am, but I'm doing this to save you time. So Starly is not really an issue for your rival. How do I find out about these ROM hacks? Just, a lot of times I just do some research, like I just look, like what are some good ROM hacks. So bite is enough to handle it. So because this isn't a very good cesspin, it cannot take another hit. This has a defense nature, also this needs XP. Yeah, do not risk critical hits. You need every one of your Pokemon for the Brock fight. Do not risk anything in. Double team Null Growl is useful. I don't. Yeah, so this usually. Yeah, this will, especially with its good nature, it will absolutely destroy Fennekin. Oh, yeah. Crit. I've used Bold Nature Starly and it's still good, so Brave Nature with good IVs, you damn bet is good. Could this... Okay, who's spamming? Well, true, like, if you, like, understand some people, they generally don't know, but, like, I'm literally just telling you, like, Google is the answer. Like, it will save you time. Because you can't just ask me a question and just expect someone hours later to go out of their way to answer it. Like, same with ROM hacks. Once you learn how to download ROM hacks, you can do it yourself. Like, you don't need someone else to do it for you. If you're always asking someone to do it for you, you'll never learn how to do it yourself. Like, it took me a long time to learn how to do all this, but now I know how to. Also here, look, antidote. Kind of weird. Lel. Meme. Cess. Oh, struggle bug, but infestation, that does nothing. Some attack IVs. Lel. Plus 3 defense is good. Yeah, I was kind of struggling to keep up with all these comments. 400 people, I never even knew how many people there were here. Does this have bites? But this needs XP, because this is taking way too long to level up. So let's just do all these trainers. Memes. Well. Sauce. Oof. Bite is very strong. It's so good having the physical special split with Puchena. Like, thank God. The fact that Puchena has a physical dark move that stab. In Emerald, it was like special, and you actually wanted like a modest nature. It was so dumb. Now it's useful in Mychena. One time I got an adamant nature, and that was like poggers. I'm glad you're a fan. And also, yeah, I think I know who you are. Wedlocks, I don't know. I've never done that. Wedlock. You seem a bit weird, but I guess you're spicy. I also want to make videos that are about stuff that aren't Pokemon. And I would like to make a video essay about the original Broly movie, because I really like that film. A lot of people do not like the legendary Super Saiyan, the first Broly film, but I really like it. Broly is just a walking meme machine in that film. It's so absurd and silly, like the dialogue in his voice. I think it's hilarious. Like, I don't know why, and I did kind of like Broly, even though his backstory was so dumb. That was like the only really big issue with the film. Otherwise, the film would have been so much better. I thought Broly was like quite an intimidating character, even though like his backstory was incredibly. It was basically meme fodder. Yeah, stats is weird, but Infernape is based off of Goku. What? I've never thought about that. Also, another thing, I recently started watching Pokemon Colosseum and Battle Revolution, and man, I was blown away. Pokemon Stadium looks so good for a game that was made in 1999. It's crazy. The animations are so good. Like, the Pokemon feel alive. In Battle Revolution blew me away. I forgot how amazing that game looked. For its time, and even for now, it still holds up. I remember, actually, when I was a kid, I would come home from school. I was in primary 7, so this was like 2009. And I would watch Battle Revolution. This was during Gen 4 era. And I would just watch random battles on YouTube, and I would just get blown away by the graphics. The animations of the Pokemon. Like, the Pokemon generally looked alive. And when you look at, like... Okay, goodness is evolving. And when you look at, like, Gen 8... I mean, Gen 6 and 7, because Gen 8 literally just took the animation from those games. They had very little animations to actually speak of. This is useful against Brock. Yeah, its attack is good. Intimidate is very... Intimidate means its defense is essentially 31, no, 33, because it's basically 50% higher. So, yeah, it's good. True, it used Colosseum, but at least that's the thing. It reused animations, at least it reused good animations, if you know what I'm saying. If you're going to copy animations from an older game, copy good animations. Don't copy shite animations. Don't copy from Gen 6. You know? Makes sense, right? Like, if you're gonna copy... Like, copy from, like, the smart Asian kid in your class. Don't copy from the class clown. If Pokemon Sword and Shield should have just copied Battle Revolution. Like, the animations were there, just port them over. And thank you very much, Caleb Kutska. Much love, sir. Much love to you too for donating this. That is very, very appreciated. Thank you very much. Like, I'm not going to ask anyone to donate. Like, you can donate only if you want to. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, please, I need money, because I don't. I don't like it when people... A lot of YouTubers kind of like exaggerate like how much money they need. They're like, oh, if it wasn't for these patrons, I wouldn't be doing my channel. It's like, they're getting paid enough from ad revenue as it is. Like I might have to do a Patreon at some point, but I don't want to. That's the thing. I don't want to ask people to donate money to me on Patreon. I feel kind of bad doing that. And also, yeah, there's a hidden Grotto, the Surskit in Viridian Forest. There's a Lillipup. And there's another hidden Grotto actually, which you might not know about and I have not mentioned. And I will show you in a while. Maybe like after I get out of this forest. Yeah, Spoopas give a lot of XP. But, I mean, arguably I could beat Brock without having to grind up Vigoroth. But I'll need my Chena either way. Also, Herdier is good. Good XP. What are you doing in my swamp? Well. Let's Shrek. Also, I watched Shrek 2 and honestly, I don't think Shrek 2 is as good. It's a good film. I don't think it's as good as the first one, though people do prefer it. I feel like the humor in Shrek 2 wasn't as good. And Donkey was probably the best part of the first Shrek film, but in the second film, it's like, why are you here? He was basically just like some kind of like comic relief side character, and that was it. So the level cap, I will obviously have to set it to level 18 to have a good chance of winning. If I go in at level 16, it's way too RNG, and you don't want RNG in Nuzlockes. Like, my friend caught his Surskit, but you refuse to tell me where. Surskit, I don't think I will be using Surskit. Also, because I can't be asked grinding that up. I mean, Masquerade, if it gets Intimidate, can be decent. Well, actually, this might deal some damage. Okay. Oh yeah, the quick feet. Shrek 1 while drunk in Lel. Yeah, I don't know, like, watching it in another language wouldn't be the same. It really wouldn't. Like, this Shrek Scottish accent and Donkey's accents, like, they're supposed to be that way. Yes, buy the Magikarp. You have to buy the Magikarp. Police brutality. See, oh yeah, there's police brutality in Shrek. That was funny. Well. So basically, for one of my strategies, you basically need the Magikarp. I think it always gets Moxie, and Moxie is absolutely broken in this game. Like, you will, for the later gym leaders, it is so abusable in this. Oh, it's good. So here, like, Gastro Acid can be useful. Vino, shout out to Vino, came up with a really spicy strat. Worry Seed, that does nothing in. Defense Curl maybe could be useful. But, I mean, you could give it to Cespin, but Rubble is arguably better. Ew. Screw it, let's just sweep him. Gyarados is broken. Though, remember in my previous video, Misty's Azumarill outsped my Gyarados, which is absolutely ridiculous. But I think that was probably like a worst case scenario, like worst IVs. Though there is a very good strategy for beating Misty, which is very consistent to do, and here Leech Seed is very important. Like, do I need... I don't think I need Rollout. Usually I delete Growl, but this time... This is very... You can do some spicy stuff against Brock with this. Yeah, these are always good for the XP. But Emplemon's videos I think are absolutely fantastic. Like, I would love to be a YouTuber like that. Like, he made a video, like a really good in-depth video essay about how Donald Trump got elected because of the power of memes. And not only is it very funny, very well made, but it's also very informative. Mr. Ding Dong Swamp. Yes, get us up to level 13. Also, like, yeah, attack EVs are... Yes, looks like... No, I don't need Odor Sleuth. So, okay, so now I'm going to... So, when I go back to Peter City, I will show you all the hidden grottos. And I will complete the 6 Pokemon on my team. I don't think I'll be using Surskit. The problem with Tyron is that it has Home Claws. And... Struggle Bug... The thing is, a +1 Tyrant with Fire Fang will almost always one-shot Quilladin. So you have to be very careful. Ideally, you want to set up beforehand. And we got the balls. Oh baby. A face reveal, I might do it at some point. Have you tried any Pokemon MMO games? No. Setting up on a rug and roller, yes. That's the only time you can set up. Amora is terrifying because it has Thunder Wave and Ancient Power. So, yes. So, where the hidden Grotto's at? Is there one in here? Don't think there's any. Oh yeah. There's one here. Damn it, no! There's a hidden Grotto, so basically there's a hidden Grotto right after this trainer. It is a very good Pokemon to use against Brock. But I can't get it because the game won't let me go past this point. Oh, so yeah. I cannot get this very particular Pokemon here. I have to get it, but honestly it's fine, like my team is good enough, I just have to grind. Yeah, be very careful of Amora, like I'm being completely real with you. Now the other one is here. So yeah, this is Route 2 and I've already had an encounter here, like, yeah, so I think these give speedy EVs, which aren't as good. War Pulse can be good. So here. Ooh. Also, make sure single encounter mode is off, because this is the game counts this as the same area. Turn off, yes. I think this always has Scrappy, which is unfortunate. Okay, I can catch this, but yeah, if this had Intimidate, it would be so much better. But this is still good. It's got decent defense. It's probably, I'll evolve the Grotto. The thing with Slaking, I used it in my last run. Slaking is only really good if it has good attacking EVs and IVs and natures, and ideally one life orb. The thing with Slaking, like in my Renegade Platinum run, it was great. Slaking needs to be able to one-shot whatever's out. If you can't, then it's not so good, because it becomes a liability. Now this is good, because I used this in a strategy once. I used this to set up my China Sweep, because it's got baby doll eyes, it's got good physical defense, and it gets bite. Herdier's it's not bad. What do I call this? So this is the 6th Pokemon, and this levels up more quickly if I recall. Regardless of what nature it is, it's useful, but relaxed nature plus defense, that is good. It gets baby doll eyes, which is useful for setting up against Brock. Gen 5 is underrated, yes and no. Like, obviously we all know about how people hated the game at first but then ended up loving it, and that is really weird. Gastro Acid Slaking. I mean, how would you do that? Like, unused Gen 4 Pokemon Leagues, I really don't know much about that. Like, I just haven't followed it. Now, here, actually, I'll just switch this off just to reset the game because I've saved. And also, let me have a quick look at Herdier, because I've never actually played Gen 5, so I've never used this. Herdier. Though I know that its evolved form is pretty good. So it evolves at level 16, so that's perfect. takedown and a bit of work up. You could set up with that as well. Work up, crunch. Decent defense. If we look at Stoutland. Yeah, Intimidate would have been so much better. But yeah, Scrappy. Retaliate is actually pretty nice. And that's got like... Oh yeah, it's got good stats, so... Let's see. Yeah, okay, so back to Nameless. So this will be my final Pokemon. Like, you could use Surskit. Yeah, but I can't be bothered grinding that. So basically... So now single encounter clause will be turned back on. And now the level limit. I will set it to 5 levels higher. So now, basically, all I have to do is get everyone up to level 16. I mean, Vivillon probably doesn't matter, that can just be fodder. But yeah, everything else, and this is not going to be fun. But, Puchena, I'll grind it up first. Mustafa Murtaza, yes, you can get a shout out. You've got a shout out now. Get some EVs, I guess. So, switch that. And yeah, this is it. I mean, Paris gives a good attacking EVs, so everything here is a physical attacker, apart from Vivillon, but it doesn't even matter. Yeah, Quiver Dance could be useful late game. Yeah, damn right I'm using EXP share. I will say, if it wasn't for EXP share, this game would be a lot less fun. Yeah, meme. Level up. Would you... Okay, other Pokemon Adventures. No, I would like to play the ROM hack. Because it's story driven, and it's very good to do like a video essay on. Because of its story driven nature. EV training against Brock? Probably not. But you will automatically EV train. Just by grinding. But I don't account for it. Just get to the level you need to be. Did I ever Nuzlocke? I think it was either Fire Red or Fire Red Omega. Though this game I do think is better than Omega. Omega, it still has a special place in my heart. And I love the starters, man. Like Magpie, Elkin, and Smoochum. Such a newfound appreciation for those. Bro. Snakewood, no, I'm not playing that again. Screw it. The game is just... It's a meme, but it's not even a fun meme. Like... Clover. That game is a meme, and that game is hilarious and so well made. Also, here's something that I want to say. I discovered a new Pokemon game that no one's actually thought of. There is a Pokemon game called Pokemon Smile, and I recommend you to look it up. It's made by iFunny, and it's very similar to Clover, but a little bit less offensive, and I do want to talk about that game because hardly anyone knows about it. Oh shit, I forgot. The other hidden grotto. So Pokemon Smile, definitely check it out. It looks funny. Though. It's made by iFunny. And I'm completely blind. Meme learned bite is good. So here, this isn't too useful. Its evolved form could be useful, but it gets bubble. Single. But still, you could always use it for fodder. You could use this for fodder against Brock. Emerald, Omega, or Gaia, probably not. Like, I don't think I can be bothered doing Can You Beat videos anymore. Like, I can even show you it now very quickly. Okay, so it's... How much damage will this take? So I can take one hit. Oh, yikes. Yeah, the critical hits is like a really good thing. Because you don't have to play around it. So yeah, this is the last Pokemon for block. Nuzlocke. Turn that shit on. When am I doing face reveal? I don't know. I might do like a workout video when the gyms reopen. I don't know. Like, I've always wanted to do one of those. Though the gyms aren't reopening in Scotland until like the middle of September, which is really annoying. Pokemon Clover, I feel the game is very deep when you think about it. It talks a lot. I don't know if I should be talking about this on stream. It talks a lot about the kinds of people you see on 4chan, and if you know anything about 4chan, it is a cesspool at times. It talks about a certain alt group. I think last time I talked about this on stream, YouTube didn't like it. Not alt left, but the other direction. The game talks a lot about those kind of people, because these kind of people are like very like 4chan is like pretty predominantly made up of those people, and Clover like is completely aware of this, and it talks about that, and it is self-aware of how much of a cesspool it is, and it does talk about it quite a lot. Like Outcast Island, 4chan does portray its own users as being like the stereotypical like loser neckbeard virgins, and I mean it's a stereotype because on 4chan it can be true. In Pokemon Clover, like the 4chan game itself addresses this, and it gives you a lot of insight into it. Like behind all the memes, there is kind of like a grain of truth to it, and I could kind of relate to it. Oh man, grinding this is going to be a pain. Also, like, I will not spoil this, but the end, what happens in the post-game on Pokemon Clover, like, this is spoiler-free. Like, play it for yourself, but what happens at the end is just amazing. It got really deep, and it put the memes aside for a second and actually said something. It gave you the feels, and a lot of people I feel could relate to what happened in the end. Like, it was a meme, but it was a deep meme. And I just adored it. I thought they could have done more with the plot, however. They could have developed it more. This grinding is painful. I mean, ooh. Cesspin. Nameless or Omega, probably Nameless. Though the problem with Nameless is that some of the gym leaders can be pretty ridiculous, because like they have all this crazy jank and EV training that you yourself have no way of guessing. So look at this. Cessadin. Compared to this, I mean, it's got less attack, same HP. Also, it's got less defense because this is an impish nature. It's faster. It's called Staravia is actually better, and it's also got a stronger move, which is kind of weird. This is a very good Staravia, so definitely keep intact. Erica's actually one of the easier gym leaders because there are ways you can easily counter her, though her Pokemon are quite strong. Goat format, nah. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh's become such a mess. I mean, it's always been like that. Yu-Gi-Oh's always been a massive mess, but I don't really invest in it properly. I'm still playing the same deck, but it's been viable for a very long time, so I've got no reason to change. Round Eyes, this is priority attack lowering. This is good. You want this against Brock. Absolutely. Also, Leer can be useful. Renegade, do I like Renegade Platinum? I don't know. Do I like it? Of course I fucking like it. I made like a 30-minute video explaining why I like it. Love it. I think Renegade Platinum was better than this because in this game grinding does become painful late game. I mean, it's painful now. Renegade Platinum, the grinding late game is easy. It's fair because the opponents are very powerful, but so are you. And it's acceptable for you to sacrifice Pokemon because the game gives you so many good Pokemon, and you have the means to easily EV train them in a matter of minutes. People are spamming, I'm not really paying too much attention. Oh man, it's grinding. I'm not even remotely done. I'm not even close to being finished. Fucking hell. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy. I think after another hour, and I'm gonna have to stop the stream because I need to do something, then I will probably grind off screen, then challenge Brock in a stream later on tonight, so you can see me challenge Brock. And I'll probably just grind off screen to save you guys the time. What makes a great Pokemon ROM hack? Depends, like there are a lot of different factors. There could be plot, there could be gameplay. Gameplay, you want the game to be fair, I guess. Customization is very good. Excessive grinding is not fun. Lots of options, like Renegade Platinum, you have so many options. Like a role-playing game, it's just amazing. That's another thing. Slakoth is not strong enough to one-shot stuff, which makes this grinding process all the more painful. That is very lucky. I mean, you've seen on my previous Renegade Platinum run, I used Slaking, and it was great. Choice Banded Max Attack, you will one-shot almost everything with it. I love Slaking, especially in Nuzlockes where the AI doesn't switch out as much, because the whole idea behind it is that every time Slaking comes out, you're almost guaranteed to one-shot whatever's in front of it. So it's very good like that. And it's also got very good physical defense. The really funny thing in Pokemon Clover, I think if I recall correctly, shift mode, the opponent, if you use shift mode, the opponents will also use shift mode, which is really, really funny. So, if your opponent knocks out your Pokemon, they will be able to switch out their Pokemon right there. So, it's really funny. If you use shift mode, like, you need to deal with the AI using it also. Like, you need to learn how it feels to have them do it to you. You can't just use shift mode and expect to have an easy time, oh no. And that's something I will be talking about in my Clover video, though I still use set mode. I think Slaking, in single player, Slaking is very balanced. It's actually very, very powerful. It's only in online where Slaking isn't as insane because opponents can switch out and they can play around it. I guess like a really strong Yu-Gi-Oh card as counters, but because the AI is very predictable, Slaking is very good. Because you switch it in and you just smash whatever. I like leading off, like you've seen me, I lead off with Slaking Renegade Platinum, because with a Jolly nature it outspeeds pretty much everything, and it will one-shot almost everything. So Slaking leading is like a guaranteed KO to start off the battle. And then you switch it out, you safely switch it back in, smash something else. Great physical defense. not loud enough. Actually, I can increase it here. So I think this should be a bit louder. So let me know if the volume is okay. Favorite starter of all time? No idea, actually. Maybe Bulbasaur. Actually, I like Tepig. I don't care what anyone thinks. If you don't like Tepig, you can suck my ding dong. Oh, Retaliate. Oh, man. Also, yeah. In single player, Giga Drain Slaking is a thing. No. Hyper Beam. If you're using the physical, if there's no physical special. Faint Attack, this is... You want this. I mean, you could get rid of Scratch because you won't need it against Brock. Actually, you could. But Encore, yeah, probably keeps... God, 4 more levels. I mean, Slack Off is the hardest one to grind. But yeah. Like, look here. Oh god, these are approaching level cap. And this still needs to grind. The Unova starters, I actually kind of like them. I think the Unova starters are pretty solid actually. I like their final forms. They look more like beastly, like animals, I guess, kind of like Gen 2. I did not like the Galar starters at all. And the Kalos starters either. They felt too humanoid and like anthropomorphic. And it felt kind of jarring, especially the 3D graphics made them too jarring. Gen 5, it was a very nice 2D aesthetic, very artistically, like aesthetically pleasing, and they were just like big animals, which I thought just looked really cool. The thing about Galar starters, like when they got revealed the first forms, originally I thought they looked bad, and in the games they don't look the best. But that's more because the game has 3D animation graphics. When you see the Galar starters in the traditional 2D cartoonish with more vibrant colours, like the Hoenn starters for instance, they look so much better, they look more in place. Whereas in the CGI trailer they look so out of place because of the weird CGI. And I don't need a helping hand. But I do think, no matter how you look at it, the final forms I just don't like. Too humanoid, too weird. Oh my days, this is becoming a chore. Clover starters though, that's another thing completely. Bro. I love Clover starters. Die. Oh my god. And that's the thing. As soon as I do beat Brock, right? As soon as I beat Brock, I'm already going to be at like very close to the next level cap. Pewter Grotto, no, you can only do that after beating Brock. I did not realize that. Because the NPC, you have to get past them. But after that, I can get a certain Pokemon, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not very good after you beat Brock, unfortunately, but maybe in the late game I can use it. Bad names? Bro. Flipping Arabomb. Arabomb. Genius. I will say, I really like Arabomb's aesthetic, but I really don't like the evolutions. I think they look too weird for me. But I like the first form. Yes, I know, Serperior with Contrary is broken. Don't remind me of Rule 34 Cinderace. Do not remind me. Look at those stat increases, bro. Broken. Oh, I'm always just... Oh god, I've only gained 100 XP. Christ almighty, this is so painful. That's the one issue. You have to grind to level 18 on level 3s to be Brock. Like, I could challenge him at level 17, but even then, like, my chances are not looking good. I need to be level 18. Even then, there's still a chance I could lose. Like, I could still lose, even after grinding. Like, Pepka? Like, bro? Wrong move. Oh yeah, I actually completely forgot about battle animations. Yeah, good shout. Thanks for reminding me. Shift mode? No. Oh. Die. This is pretty good. How much more grinding? Well, a lot. A lot of grinding. Slack off, because it's in the slow level up group, it's going to take ages. This also needs to gain 5 more levels. Cesspin is almost there. Okay, Vivillon, who cares? I mean, when this evolves, it's quite decent. Oh my god, I'm barely getting this, is so slow. I am using speed up, but because I'm streaming, my processor can't speed up anymore. Usually, on VBA, the max I can go is like 300%. On no GBA, I can go about 1000%, but I can't use no GBA on this. At least no battle animations is better. Cesspin is actually not the best defense. Remember, Cesspin started the game with 11 defense. When I had an Impish Nature, it started off with 13 and had better attack and special defense. So this is not the best Cesspin. I just keep calling it Cesspin now, but it's a better name, really. At least we'll have a boatload of IVs, I guess. But yeah, if you want to use Slaking in this game, use it. But you want to make its attack really high. You want to get some kind of life orb, which they're hard to get in this game. Or attack, you might want to buy proteins, because if Slaking can't one-shot what's in front of it, then you might be screwed in a boss battle. Like, Slaking needs to reliably destroy whatever's in front of it. I mean, Yawn can be useful for support, but... Chespin, early game, yes. It's not actually that useful against Misty, weirdly enough, but... For Brock, yes, it's most likely the best. Froakie can be good, but... I'm getting really tired. My voice is starting to hurt. Somebody once told me the world was going to roll me. I ain't the smartest tool in the shed. I hate furries. Like... Hey, bro... Like, okay, I can understand furries, like, if they keep it to themselves, like, and that, yeah, okay, but, like, I will never understand. Ooh. Oh my god. This is all this 20 minutes of grinding, and Slackoff still hasn't gained a level. And yeah, like my Chena, with the combined powers of my Chena, oh come on. The powers of my Chena and Vigoroth Brock, I should be able to eliminate RNG. Basically my strategy will be to just focus all my efforts on my Chena and just make it really strong. The issue is Roggenrola can use Rock Tomb, so Amora can outspeed it, and it can use Thunder Wave and Ancient Power, and you do not want that. No, I'm not learning Roar. Oh, bro, speaking of that, that literally reminded me of Pokemon Clover. Ogre Lord. Flipping Overlord from Pokemon Clover, where it's Pokemon sound is literally Shrek roaring, which is so funny. I fucking love that. Also, on my first playthrough of Pokemon Clover, right after the first gym, I Wonder Traded, and I got a Sun Nanos. It was called Renegade, and I didn't actually understand what it was parodying, but then when I looked at its Pokédex entry, I saw Nano Machine Sun. I was like, so happy about that. I love that meme. Nano Machine Sun. It's such a funny meme, like, it's just like so silly, it's just hilarious. And the fact that they made a Pokemon that actually says Nano Machine Sun when it comes out, so funny. And finally it gained a level, but slack off, it's still probably not able to. So I think the most efficient way to look at that XP count, like 4,200. So yeah, the post game in Clover is basically its own game. Like, real talk. The post game is incredible. That is one problem with Pokemon Clover, is that like the opponents have EV values, but you don't really. You have to go out of your way to EV train. That I think is unfair when the opponents can use EV train, but you can't do it easily. Like Renegade Platinum's like, okay, you both do it, it's fair. Now, Takedown, this is something that I am quite conflicted on. Takedown has 90 power, 15% chance to miss, but recoil, and I don't know if I want this. The thing is also that Leer, I could delete Leer, but Leer might be useful, so I am kind of conflicted on whether or not I should delete Tackle or keep it. True, but I don't like the RNG. I mean, there's Bite. I do get Secret Power, and like consistency is key. Like, don't risk missing because you just don't want to. And there's still the trainer in Brock's gym. Though, like, if you want a strong normal move, just use Secret Power. I mean, against Brock, Bite is what you need anyway, and Leer can be useful. Now, I will challenge... No, I'm not challenging Brock. Just to get Slack off a little bit higher up level, because I want Slaking to be able to one-shot whatever comes out. Oh. Lel. Bug bite. Yeah, probably not good. Oof. Now switch out to... How much? What XP group is it? Oh, this levels up way more quickly and that's way more slowly, so... Oh, just... It will be worth it. It will be worth it. It's grinding. Oh yeah, Staraptor on Renegade is insane. Unfortunately, I will not learn it because it's strong enough. How much XP? Oh, I gained a wee bit. Oh yeah, in Renegade Platinum, Barry Staraptor was incredibly scary. Unless you had specific counters for it. I need to charge my phone, which is what I'm using to view the comments. Oh, I just need to move this computer around. PC should be charged enough. I've got 40 minutes left, then I will temporarily stop streaming, then I will resume streaming in a while. Yikes. I just need to charge my phone. Jesus Christ, is phone charging? Okay, so it's resume. Hopefully, if Slakoff can one-shot, then it will make grinding way faster. And yeah, the emulator's slowing down. Also, I will say Vigoroth is actually very, very powerful because against the other Gyarados strategy, I mean, spoilers about Gyarados, spoilers, Gyarados is involved. The strategy that you can use to easily beat Misty, Vigoroth, you need another Pokemon to help set it up, and Vigoroth is one of those Pokemon that can do it very, very easily. So yeah, Vigoroth is so good, like, good bulk, speed attack first time, yawn, slack off, you stall out so much. On videos, I make the point of trying to respond to as many comments as possible, because I think it might help with the algorithm. I know that it's a meme, but like, I think it might generally help. Just the emulator, so there's not much I can do. Oh yeah, the internet can be kind of weird, just bear with it. Yeah, it's... So, Cespin is already level 18. Owns that as well. Christ almighty. So yeah, bear with the stream lagging a week. Like, honestly, like, it's also not too interesting because, like, I'm just grinding. Like, when I'm at the gym and I'm doing everything after that, I'll have more to talk about with you guys. But I guess we can always talk about stuff that's not Pokemon. God forbid. I don't know if I want to show my face, to be honest. I can see that the stream has gone a little bit worse. Oh well. Oh yeah, I think... So yeah, I think the stream just went offline for a wee bit. It's because I need to charge my phone, so I had to move my computer to a different part of the room, and it's possible that here the internet connection is a wee bit worse. But yeah, almost level 16. Like, gaining a level on Slack-Off is, like, insane. A monumentous occasion. Just imagine, like, it's actually pretty ridiculous that Pika Spray made a video about Slack-Off and apparently he did not use speed up. That's just so unfun. But you need Vigoroth. Vigoroth or nothing, like... Oh no, it can't even one-shot. At least, hey, this is almost my Chena. The Route 2 Grotto, yes, I've got the Lillipup in my party. It's about to be a herdier soon. Finally, level 16. Yeah, I think now the internet connection has stabilised. Yeah, it looks better. Yeah, it's better now. I mean, if it probably will stutter again once or twice, but just bear with that. Wind-ups are broken. Like, in case you don't know, in Yu-Gi-Oh, wind-ups are literally like Exodia Turbo. So broken, like. Their card can never come off the ban list. I remember when the finals in Worlds was Wind-Ups versus Tindangles, and it was like the fucking Battle of the Titans. The Wind-Up player almost made Exodia, but then the Tindangle player like whapped out several Dragon Rulers, made Masterpiece, and just, it's such an insane matchup. I'm streaming on my laptop, but I'm using my phone to show the comments. I don't know how to overlay the comments on the screen. If anyone here knows, like... Actually, yeah, I should probably learn how to overlay comments on the stream, on the screen of the computer. Game freezing moves. Level 16, it is time. Scrappy is good late game, but Intimidate would have been so much better and so much more useful against Brock. So let me have a quick look. Relaxed nature means its physical defense is pretty good. Like, it's got nice attack. I mean, it's level 16, so it's not even the same level. It's got more attack, but same HP. Good defense. Good special defense. Okay speed. So that's almost my Chena. We just need this boy. Oh my god, it's going to take you forever. Lillipup. You get it. Oh, Helping Hand causes the game to freeze. Actually, does this respawn? Oh! It respawns with a different Pokemon, but I don't think I will count this. I know the first Pokemon is always Lillipup, but I never knew that it could respawn a different Pokemon. But then again, like, I don't think I should allow this. No, I probably won't. I'll just the first Pokemon in the Hidden Grotto, and that's that. Also, Hidden Grottos, I think they always have hidden abilities. There was one where you can get a Marl and it has Sap Sipper, which is kind of F. There's no huge power, and that's why Lillipup doesn't get Intimidate. Actually, I might be able to challenge Brock in the stream. I said I have to finish in like 40 minutes, but I should be able to get my Vigoroth and challenge Brock right before I end the stream. The thing is, like, the static encounters regenerate, so theoretically you could just farm an infinite amount. In fact, I already caught a Pokemon in Route 2 anyways, that's kind of pushing it. When am I topping locals again, bro? Well, I don't even, my deck isn't even finished. I don't know, like, it's hard to keep up with all this new stuff in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's always some new broken deck. I played against Numerons on Dueling Nexus and it's absolute cancer. Hate Numerons. And Emancipators are also really cancerous. Oh yeah, I can get some XP off of the Bellsprout. If I beat Brock, I will stream after later on because I have something to do. I'll battle it regardless. Oh, it's only level 5 though. If I check here, like, yeah, I can't catch it even if I wanted to. How much XP? It gives attack EVs. Yeah, not that useful. Actually, do items spawn here? I think items can stop. The team is pretty much the same, unchanged. Also, for the record, I absolutely despise Mystic Mine. I hate Mystic Mine. I'm one of those people who strongly hate it. So yeah, So guys, I'm definitely going to be able to challenge Brock on this stream in the next half an hour before I take a break. It's just, yeah, slack off is all we need. I mean, we don't need this. We don't need that. Yeah, we'll get my Chen on, then by the time that's finished, that'll be very quick. I mean, the Slackov gives attacking EVs, if I recall correctly, so that's EV values are also always very useful. My name. I'll show you my name. It's literally here. Oh yeah, like Fennekin, it's hard. I mean, like, if I chose Fennekin and I had this team, I can still win, because I've got other good Pokemon. But you need to know what you're doing. So you can pick Fennekin on Expert Mode Nuzlocke and still win. But just be ready. This one. Oh, a one shot, so I guess that's... Yes, it is my real first name. Antofagald. Oh, that's a... Oh. It's a funny Italian joke. Insider Italian joke. Be gone. If you're using... I think it's window capture. because when I go onto YouTube, the stream still sees that. But it's fine, like, when I'm not playing the game anymore, I'll end the stream and there's nothing here that is that important. Actually, that is a good idea. If I make the game... Oh! Yeah, it's a great idea. Thank you. That means that I don't need to use my phone. But yeah, that's... I mean, I do kind of... It's a bit jarring seeing it like this, but... how do I feel about the slag Nuzlocke? Pretty interesting. Actually, I think the... Google... Here it's lagging. Oh no, it's not. Yes, the link to the game, or you could just Google it and find it. You know, well. There is. You can overlay on screen, but I don't know how to do that. But honestly, this works fine. Oh, okay. The more you know, like, yeah. I remember, like, when I tried to do my very first stream and it did not work at all. Actually, what I will do, I will move, because I can see this now, I'll move my laptop to the other part of the room. Actually, I'll put my phone on sleep. Here I've moved to the other part of the room, so it should... So... Why did I choose that? Literally, I have no idea. So... The name Ding Dong, I've always thought that was a funny phrase. Basically, where I found out the phrase Ding Dong was from the Yu-Gi-Oh card Danglong, and people called it Ding Dong, and I thought that was really funny. So, I didn't know what to call myself, so I just called myself Ding Dong. Someone told me... Yeah, stop spamming. Seriously. Okay, I'm just... Once... Actually, yeah, doing it like this is kind of awkward. Do you know what? Just... Where's this guy? Okay, I'm just going to ban him next time he says that. No, I think it's on my side. The Wi-Fi in my house is just not good. Okay, he stopped. Like, seriously, for fuck's sake, like, do I have to fucking tell you? What, like, anyone with 2 brain cells knows that they're not supposed to do this. Like, fucking babies, man. God, like, well, even this is lagging. It's nothing personal, bro. Yeah, no, it's not letting me. It's not even letting me do it. Okay, I'll give them one last chance because I can't really be bothered. Oh, what? Okay, go away. I can't really do anything about the lag. It's just the internet in my house is not very good. It should become better again, so you'll just have to bear with it. Yeah, it's better to read comments on the phone. My phone's a little bit low on battery now, but it's charging now. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Also like the emulator itself is actually lagging. Okay, actually, yeah, it's fine. So I'm just gonna do some of my phone. No, that's not working. For God's sake. Yeah, so I'm just gonna read the comments on my phone. Okay, so one more level, come on. Then we can challenge Brock. The emulator itself, like you can see in the top left corner, the emulator itself is kind of lagging. And yeah, I'm definitely... The chat is definitely lagging behind, but it's not much that can be done. But honestly, this stream will be finishing in like 20 minutes anyway, and then I'll be resuming. I mean, here it says it should be fine. Yeah. I think you're just going to have to deal with it for the last 20 minutes of the stream, unfortunately. So yeah, for now I'm just going to finish grinding. Then I'm just going to challenge Brock when I resume the stream in like 2 hours time, because I don't want to challenge Brock when the internet connection is really bad. I want you guys to see it with me. Yeah, the screen's pretty much frozen. That's kind of, yeah, on my phone it's frozen, but when I look on here on encoding overload, oh, now it's Oh man, yeah. The stream is going to end pretty soon anyway, so there's not much I can do, but... Yeah, you can still hear me fine, like, I'll just finish grinding off the last 2 Pokemon by 1 level, then I will end the stream, and then in an hour's time when I continue the stream, it should be up to date. Then you can see me challenge Brock for this team and I will showcase my strategy. I mean, by the second stream, because this stream has started off really well, but just as the hours went by, it started lagging a bit. Oh, don't provoke him. This is getting really painful, I'm not lying though. Hello, my good Draconfly. I'm actually getting really tired from this grinding. It's almost done. Don't tell him to say it. Wait. Well, he's... Okay, you know what? Time out. Nothing personal, bro. Sorry, kid. Get fucked. Lel. I mean, I'm not actually like pissed off or butthurt or anything, but yeah. But it's okay, I put him on timeout, so yeah. Oh my god. Yep, it's frozen. I'll just keep on streaming for 10 more minutes. Then I will stop the stream and resume it in an hour's time. N-word in Italian? I've never actually heard of that, like... I've never actually heard of that word. The internet should be fine now, but